All of my gentlemen out there, let me ask you guys a question. And this question is specifically for my men who have wives or girlfriends. How many times has your woman asked you for makeup advice? How many times has your woman come up to you and asked you how to properly apply their makeup? Want to know how many times my girlfriend has asked me about shades of lipstick? None. Know how many times she's asked me to grab the pencil thing that she puts around her eyes? None. Because if she did, she knows I would hand her a pen. My girlfriend does not ask for my opinion on makeup because she knows I don't know anything about it. There are two types of dudes who are experts in the field of makeup. The dudes belonging to those hair metal bands from the 1980s, even at 60 years old. And through numerous health scares, Bret Michaels, he can still perfectly apply his own makeup. Now, the second set of men who share an expertise in the field of makeup, they are marching in the gay pride parades. But your average American male doesn't know shit about makeup. You know why Victoria's Secret doesn't hire male models to flaunt their new line of bikinis? Because they are trying to convince women to buy them. There's a reason Victoria's Secret hires beautiful, thin women to model bikinis. Well, at least that's what they used to do. But this same concept, it applies with makeup. If you're running the marketing department at Maybelline, it stands to reason that you are going to hire beautiful, attractive women to market your products. But for some reason over the last couple of years, Maybelline has been doing the complete opposite. Since 2022, the slogan for Maybelline has been, maybe it's Mulvaney. Maybelline was one of the first companies who sell their products primarily to women to enter into holy matrimony with Dylan Mulvaney. If I remember correctly, one of the first promotions between Bobby D and Maybelline was released to the public last fall. There was very little backlash. Matter of fact, I don't remember there being any backlash at all. Perhaps that's the reason we saw Dylan Mulvaney receive endorsement deals from other feminine companies like Ulta Beauty. Ulta, where our beauties have beards. My inside sources tell me Ulta Beauty, extremely popular in the WNBA for obvious reasons. The Dump is home to the largest collection of bearded beauties in the world. Very diverse set of beards in the Dump. Black beards, white beards, weird beards. Dump divers. They have discovered the beard is extremely effective when it comes to food gathering. When those hands are filled with scraps, they can always store a little bit of extra food in their beard. But anyway, we have not seen a promotion between Maybelline and Dylan Mulvaney since April. I wonder why. I wonder if Maybelline saw the response to Bobby D and Bud Light and decided that it would be a smart business decision to distance themselves from Dylan Mulvaney. I mean, that's what a smart company would do, right? But it appears that Maybelline ain't all that smart. Perhaps they hired Bud Light's former vice president of marketing. What was her name? Alyssa Heine? Because Heine is the only person I know of that could be this stupid. But before I share the latest marketing disaster with Maybelline, let's get into the sponsor for today's video, Ultimate Flags. For some reason, over the last few years, flags have become extremely triggering to parishioners at Woke United Methodist. I don't understand why. If they happen to see a flag while riding their climate-friendly Schwinn down the street, they fly into a fit of rage, ripping the flag directly out of the ground. As a result, many companies, they have become hesitant with their production of flags. They are afraid to produce certain flags over the fear of backlash. But notice I said many companies are hesitant. I didn't say all. Ultimate Flags is one of the only flag producers left that is not afraid to stand against the woke bullshit. This nice American flag that you see propped up on the shelf behind me, made by Ultimate Flags. But it's not just American flags they have to offer. They have over 10,000 other options available. Here's one of my favorites right here. Now, I am not sure if this was their intent, but it's kind of a play on the pride flag. You know the pride flag, also known as the rainbow flag. Ultimate Flags, it appears they took that concept and they made it into something that honors our first responders. Ultimate Flags is America's oldest online flag store for lovers of patriots, pride, and freedom. And I'm talking about American pride, not the other pride. Right now, they are offering a sale where you can buy 2 flags, you get your 3rd flag for free. Place your first order today by clicking the link in the description or pinned comment below, or just head over to ultimateflags.com. Alright, even though I didn't agree with it, I could somewhat understand why Maybelline would partner with Dylan Mulvaney. When you look at the following of Dylan Mulvaney from a demographics perspective, what demographic is following Dylan? Teenagers, more specifically, young women. If you're Maybelline, you want to tap into that market. If you can get teenage Tina to start purchasing your products at 12, 13 years old, there is a strong possibility that you're going to have a lifelong customer. Whether we like it or not, Dylan Mulvaney has a sizable following on social media. Over 10 million followers on TikTok, millions of followers on Instagram. Bobby D is generating headlines in the mainstream media every month. Truth is, Dylan Mulvaney has influence. Dylan Mulvaney gets noticed. So I can kind of understand why Maybelline would partner with Dylan Mulvaney. Sure, you're going to piss off teen mom Sandy, but you're going to appeal to soccer mom Randy. Sure, you're going to lose grandma's business, but grandma's not too worried about makeup anyway. She's more concerned with staying alive. Maybelline, they risk losing a portion of their business to capture the business of the teenage market. Who's going to be alive longer? The teenager with the learner's permit or the grandmother with the handicap permit? I know I keep repeating myself, but I am emphasizing this point for a reason. Maybelline hired Dylan Mulvaney for the millions of followers and the influence. With that being the case, someone please explain to me the reasoning behind Maybelline hiring Ryan Vita. Casey, who in the hell is Brian Vito? I asked the same question. I had never heard of Vito before. Vito! Ryan is a gender-neutral name. I've known girls named Ryan, known a hell of a lot of dudes named Ryan. With us living in these gender-confused times where pronouns can be a bit tricky, Ryan Vita was thoughtful enough to provide their proper pronouns for us. According to their Instagram account, Ryan Vita prefers the use of she, he, they pronouns. She, he, they. What? I've heard of he, him pronouns. I've heard of they, them pronouns. In extreme cases, I've even seen shit, fuck pronouns. I've heard of people claiming to be non-binary, but this right here is a first. This is the first time I have seen a birthing person request both masculine and feminine pronouns. Does that mean Ryan identifies as both male and female? I mean, this is the true definition of a gender bender. I'm more confused than ever. I don't know about you guys. And I'm even more confused as to why Maybelline would hire Ryan Vita to promote their brand. First, let me just go ahead and show you this latest promotion. Watch it for yourself.
And look at that, Super Stay Vinyl Ink is 30% off, and my favorite colors are in stock and ready to ship. My Amazon order arrived the next day, and here I am, filming a makeup review. And baby, check out this color and shine. It's so comfortable, and it will not budge or smudge for up to 16 hours. Let me know what you think.
You know, I know we poke fun sometimes at Dylan Mulvaney. We don't agree with the messaging Dylan Mulvaney promotes to children. Sometimes Dylan Mulvaney gets accused of making a mockery of women, but at least Dylan Mulvaney is trying to be a woman. At least Dylan Mulvaney makes an attempt to remove all the facial hair and appear to be a woman. If you didn't know who Dylan Mulvaney was, and I showed you a picture of Dylan Mulvaney, you might question whether the photo is a biological woman or a transgender woman, but at least you would have to question it. That Maybelline commercial I just showed you, there was no doubt, no questions needed to be asked. This is an absolute mockery of biological women. What makes this even more confusing is Maybelline hiring Ryan Vita to begin with. Dylan Mulvaney, like I said, tens of millions of followers. Ryan Vita, 24 followers on Twitter, 49,000 on Instagram, just over 2,000 here on YouTube. Vito has over 1 million followers on TikTok, but do not let that number impress you. Don't let that fool you. Subscribers and followers, they are absolutely meaningless if you're not getting views. I've got almost 70,000 subscribers here on YouTube. This channel doubles the view counts of other channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. With over 1 million followers on TikTok, Ryan Vita averages between 1 and 2,000 views per video. He or she or they? Don't worry, Ryan. I got all your pronouns covered. Ryan's had only 1 or 2 videos surpass 10,000 views in the last 4 months. When companies hire social media influencers to promote their brand, you would think one of the primary requirements would be hiring someone with actual influence. Ryan Vita doesn't have it. Hell, Ryan barely has a platform. This channel has more views in the last 2 hours than Ryan Vita has in the last 2 weeks. Perhaps that's why Maybelline published this commercial on their Instagram account instead of using Ryan's. Maybelline has over 11 million followers compared to Ryan's 49,000, but that ended up backfiring too because Maybelline's being absolutely crucified in their own comments section. I spent about 10 minutes looking through the thousands of comments trying to find one positive review of this promotion. Eventually, I just gave up. But like I said in the beginning, when Maybelline partnered with Dylan Mulvaney last fall, there was no backlash to it. Women have a tendency to be more accepting than men. Women tend to be more tolerant. They're less likely to become angry at something like this. And even if they are angry, they are far less likely to express that anger publicly, which is probably why women continue being pushed out of their own sports leagues by men pretending to be women. Women are far less likely to speak up. However, there's another tendency common in women. Women have this natural tendency to follow strong male leadership. Look at what happened after Bud Light hired Dylan Mulvaney. Men boycotted the brand. Men went public with their outrage. Kid Rock inspired others to destroy cases of Bud Light on social media. What happened next? Women followed their lead and boycotted Target. That is the reason I think it could be different this time around for Maybelline. I have been following this story since last night. Women are pissed off. They are not letting up. Now, does that mean it's going to last? No, but there's a far better chance of Maybelline being boycotted today than there was last year. I'm telling you, normal people are tired of this shit. And this is nothing against Ryan Vita. Ryan did what any content creator would do. He accepted money to promote a brand. This has everything to do with Maybelline. These woke corporations, they are no longer concerned about making money. Their primary focus is indoctrination. Maybelline wasn't targeting soccer moms and grandmas with that commercial. They were targeting teenage girls. We're going to keep an eye on this over the next few weeks. We will see if this negatively impacts sales and stock prices at Maybelline. I'll keep you guys posted. But in the meantime, you give me your thoughts. What was the purpose of this ad? And why would Maybelline hire a social media influencer who doesn't have any influence? You let me know. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.